Sa akin siguro, ang isa lang sa pinakamasasabi ko about sa market, kasi lagi, di ba, maririnig yan, oversaturated na yung IT, ganito, ganyan. Pero the real answer for that is, oversaturated siya ng mga unskilled or incompetent na beginners.
True.
Kasi, alam mo yun, sobrang hirap mag-apply, ganito, ganyan. It's because, marami talaga kayo, mga unskilled na developers or mga juniors. Kaya hindi kayo natatanggap sa trabaho compared dun sa mga may mas matataas na skills dun sa mga beginners.
Okay, so welcome to Kaka Computer, where tech meets wit and wisdom. So for today's episode, we're gonna talk about breaking in, the real entry paths into tech. So from zero experience to landing your first role, and ano nga ba yung nag-work today? So, ikaw ba,
Jace.
For me sa akin, kailangan pa rin talaga kailangan pa rin meron kang graduate ka ng ng IT related course. Kasi ayun yung magiging mo sa long term mo eh. Kunyari, IT ka, CS ka. So syempre, pag ganoon na yung courses mo, meron ka ng terminologies eh. Kumbaga, meron ka ng foundation. So syempre, pag meron ka ng foundation, kailangan mo na lang dun is yung implementation na lang siya. So kagaya ngayon, pero honestly sa akin naman, kahit hindi ka graduate ng IT related course, okay lang naman eh. Pero syempre, kailangan mo mag-effort na mag-upskill ka eh, para makahabol ka doon. Pero sa akin, marami naman kasi ngayon mga nowadays na nagka-career shift. Pero yung mga nagka-career shift nga ngayon, minsan sila pa yung mas advanced sa mga technologies eh. Pero ayun nga, mas kailangan mo lang effortan ng husto para makahabol ka dun sa technologies na inaral ng mga IT graduates in terms of yung sa foundation. So what about you, Rod?
Okay, so sa akin naman, no, I have a different take on this kasi I'm actually basing kung ano yung nangyayari sa current ngayon sa mundo, no. Yung dati na nangyayari na dapat mag-aaral lang tayo, ganito ganyan, dapat graduate ka, dapat may certificate ka, ganito ganyan. That's the old way of doing things or learning things, no. For me, if wala kang background and you wanted to land your first role, first you need to find your niche. Kasi if ever there's a lot of niche, right? There's a different niche na you can pick, no? Pwede kang maging QA, pwede kang maging software engineer and stuff and so on. And the first thing that you need to do is always to learn the fundamentals, solid fundamentals. Second is a solving problem.
Yes.
And then the third skill is the communication or soft skills. Yun yung tatlong bagay na very important right now. And yung fourth one na sobrang important ngayon is to leverage yung power ng AI. Kasi right now, it can accelerate yung pag-aaral mo ng different kinds of niches depending kung ano yung napili mo if gagamit ka ng AI. Kasi before, if you're learning something, what you're gonna do is, hindi ko alam to. Ang gagawin, magsa-search ka sa Google, maghahanap ka ng find the good resources. Right now, it's different. No? Pagka hindi mo alam yung isang bagay, ang gagawin mo is, pwede ka na mag-prompt sa AI, I want to solve this problem. Now, you have the idea, kayang isolve ni AI yon directly, and then you have the idea, ngayon, ang kailangan mo na lang gawin is to understand how the AI solve it. Kasi, nakikita ko sa karamihan na naging problem ngayon, they are getting very reliant sa AI. And they miss the important point or they miss the importance or yung pinaka-benefit ng AI, which is you can learn very fast with AI. So, I guess that's for me. So, if you really want to land your first role without experience, you can't if you're not gonna learn something. You need to have a solid foundation on that niche. Second, you need to have your your soft skills. Kailangan mo maging magaling sa communication. And the third one is you need to know how to leverage the AI. And how about you, John?
Sa akin naman, siguro isa-support ko yung idea ni Rod. But rather, I would focus on the misconception na lang siguro ng and if you're into tech talaga. Kasi ang misconception, mga naririnig ko sa mga, siyempre, TikToker ako, nag-live ako almost every day. Ang misconception na nakikita ko, number one, if you're into tech, dapat marunong ka mag-program. Dapat marunong ka mag-code. Marunong kang mag-QA and so on and so forth. Which is, I think, major misconception sa pagiging if you're into tech. Kasi, tech is a broad path ng pagiging isang tech guy. Pwede kang mag-project manager, which does not require coding background at all. But it's nice to have if you're into tech. So, kung ayaw mo mag-project manager, marami pang ibang choices. Pwede kang mag-graphic artist, pwede kang data analyst, and so on and so forth. So, siguro, it comes from the mind or starts from the mind na dapat alisin mo sa utak mo na if gusto mo talagang mag-tech is dapat ito yung gagawin mo. Kasi napakalawak ng tech. Dapat ipasok mo yung idea ng niche kasi marami naman tayong forte na tinatawag. Sa forte, pwedeng magaling ka sa gantong bagay at hindi ka marunong mag-coding. Marunong ka sa coding pero hindi ka marunong mag-design. So, it pinpoints doon sa real problem or sa real doon mo malalaman din kung ano talaga yung gusto mong mag-impact along the way. Regardless kung nag-aaral ka pa lang or gusto mong mag-career shift, pwede ka magka-idea sa possible background or possible jobs na pwede mong kunin sa pagiging tech guy. So, what about you, Sophie?
Ako, so, konting kwento lang. So, diba ang pinag-uusapan natin is formal education or is it still necessary? So, actually, for the first 17 years of my life, wala akong formal education. So, I was homeschooled growing up. Kaya super agree ako sa sinasabi nyo na kaya basta you have that parang learning attitude or that mindset. Kasi with AI especially, and the internet in general, wala na tayong scarcity of knowledge. Everything is in the tip of our finger. Tips, right? So, yeah, for me, formal education, it's good for foundations, but it's not enough. So, whether you have formal education or not, that's not the question. It's even after that education or even without that education, katulad ko, na non-tech yung kinuhang course ng college and didn't even go to school for 17 years. As long as you have that parang learning mindset, kaya. And specifically sa tech space, yes, a lot of things are highly technical, but there are other roles. So for me, I was able to start my startup in the tech industry kahit hindi ako tech because I don't have to code. Like other people can do it. That's why we are a team. Wala namang one-man team pagdating sa business if you want to go big. But I can be a project manager. I can be yung analyst sa business side. So yeah, daming opportunities. And we shouldn't be confined to yung traditional way of thinking, traditional way of education. And kaya nga tayo nasa podcast na to learn from each other kahit tayo dito kung ano ba ginagawa natin. Like informal learning. That's why we're also on TikTok, as you mentioned, nagla-live. We also learn from those things.
Siguro add ko lang, no? Isa rin sa mga nakikita ko when it comes to misconception din ng learning is akala nila enough na yung passion. Kasi may passion, di ba? Passion mo mag-code. Passionate ka mag-design. Ito ganyan. Everyone can be passionate about something. But the real important is yung dedication and yung effort na ibibigay mo. Or yung consistency and dedication. That's the most important too na kailangan mong i-add dun sa passion. Kasi pagka may passion ka, yeah, sure. But you don't have the dedication and consistency doon, you're not gonna succeed or you're not gonna achieve best result na gusto mo ma-achieve.
Kaka Computer is made possible by the support of our community and sponsors. If you believe in empowering IT professionals and want to be part of our journey, we'd love to have you on board. Visit patreon.com/kakacomputer to become a sponsor today.
So,
Sa
yeah.
akin naman, meron akong sharing regarding dun sa sa passion. Kasi ako nung dati kasi hindi ako programmer. Pero nung time na nag-jump ako sa solutions architect role, parang kumbaga nagkaroon ako ng self-awareness na kailangan ko mag-code. Kasi kailangan kong i-proof of concept yung architecture na gagawin ko na kailangan feasible and kaya tong gawin. So nung time na yun, parang yung boss ko, parang tinry niya lang akong Jace, try mo nga itong gawin. Kasi syempre ako yung gumawa ng architecture design, so kailangan ko siya i-POC. Wala akong background sa programming. So okay, gagamitin natin tech stack is Node.js, Express.js. Tapos yun, gumawa ako ginawa ko siya as Docker. Kumbaga, try lang. Tapos nung time na yun, parang okay to Tinry lang ako ni bossing. Shoutout nga pala sa bossing ko. Tapos, tinry after nun, okay. Tumalon ako ng Kubernetes. Sabi ko, medyo pa-level up na siya. So, yung learning curve niya medyo stiff Pero sige, ginawa ko siya. Tapos sige, pumunta naman ako, nag-helm naman ako. Helm na. So, okay, ayan na. Hanggang sa, na-realize ko, nagbi-build na pala ako ng ng malaking app na. Tapos, tinry ko nang ayusin, i-refactor yung backend ko. Tapos, parang sabi ko, okay na ako dito sa backend. Sige, i-push mo pa. Gawan mo ng front end. Tapos sabi ko, ang hihirap. Pero sabi ko, sige, inano ko siya. Ginawa ko siya. Tapos, ang sarap pala sa feeling na na merong display yung ginagawa mong parang pag nag-submit, pupunta sa database. Sabi ko, ang galing naman. So, para sa akin, yung passion is not enough. Kumbaga, sa akin kasi ang naging recipe nun is when the obsession and interest meets in the middle, that's the time na tuloy-tuloy yung learning mo So, ayun yung naging drive ko moving forwards. Para sa akin, nung natuto ako mag-program, parang sky's the limit ako Kaya kong gawin talaga Kasi lalo na, meron kang foundation. So, andaling, pag gumamit ka ng AI, andaling mag-prompt ang dali mong ang dali mo siyang makita. Okay, mali yung kaya mong kontrahin yung yung AI. Hindi yan yung gusto ko Ito yung gusto ko. Okay, ganito pala yung tamang concept. Kumbaga, yung prompt ko sa AI, medyo kine-question ko na yung kine-question ko na yung sagot niya. So that's the kumbaga essence na parang nag-level up na yung mo. Hindi ka lang basta prompt ng prompt, parang gano'n.
Alright. Siguro last question, kasi nabasa ko na dito. Pinaka-last question natin is the market is oversaturated na ba talaga? So, ayan, a very controversial question. Siguro ako muna. Siguro, mabilis lang. Sa akin siguro, ang isa lang sa pinakamasasabi ko about sa market, kasi lagi, di ba, maririnig yan, oversaturated na yung IT, ganito, ganyan. Pero, the real answer for that is, oversaturated siya ng mga unskilled or incompetent na beginners.
True.
Kasi, alam mo yun, sobrang hirap mag-apply, ganito, ganyan. It's because, marami talaga kayo, mga unskilled na developers or mga juniors. Kaya, hindi kayo natatanggap sa trabaho compared dun sa mga may mas matataas na skills dun sa mga beginners. How about you, Sophie?
Ako, for me, looking at it at a business perspective, third world country pa tayo So, marami pa tayong hahabulin in general. Pero yun, at the end of the day, it's about the quality of work na ibibigay mo.
You offer.
Yes. So, again, we need highly skilled people.
Sa akin siguro, if oversaturated, tama nga yung sinabi ni Rod na sa quantity, yes, maraming graduate lang for the sake of diploma. Aminin na natin, lalo na ngayon, lumabas yung pandemic, lumabas yung AI. Napakaraming nagpapagawa ng sinasabing capstone, which is yung final blocker ng mga IT guys or tech students nowadays. So, yes, they will benefit, makagraduate sila, but they will add to the problem na, pinoprove nyo lang na oversaturated talaga yung field na to. And then, siguro, add ko na lang din, sa akin kasi, when it comes to oversaturation, naniwala din ako dati na baka ganito eh. So, ang ginawa ko noon, lumipat ako na ibang tech stack. Pero hindi ako tumigil na baka hindi ito para sa akin. Kasi pinilit ko talaga eh. Baka ito talaga eh. Ayoko ng iba. Gusto ko ito lang. So, siguro kung ngayon pala napanghihinaan ka ng loob as a fresh grad or either IT or startup IT, siguro it's time for you to think about your decisions in life. Baka sa iba talaga yung calling mo. So, ganun.
Para sa akin naman, just to add, actually hindi naman siya talaga oversaturated.
Yeah.
Ano ka lang, kailangan mo lang maging relevant. Kailangan mo maging relevant yung skill set mo. Example, yung mga boring na skills, ayun dapat yung inaano mo eh. Ayun dapat yung ine-enhance mo eh. Kasi yung iba ayaw mag-documentation. Ayaw i-improve yung communication. Kumbaga kasi on top of the skill set ng technical, kailangan meron ka rin ganun eh. So, di ba? Ako sa akin naman, siguro, in the past 15 years ng career ko as IT, hindi pa ako, kumbaga, naging bakante. Kasi, ako as a IT professional, lagi ako nag-upskill eh. Kumbaga ako nag-upskill, kumbaga uho ako sa knowledge, sa learnings kasi alam ko na hindi pa to yung best ko eh. Meron pa akong kailangang i-level up. So being a relevant sa IT, I think hindi ka mauubusan ng opportunities dito kasi yung iba gusto nila gantong role. Kasi ang role, ang gusto nila is malaki yung salary.
Yeah.
Pero that's the scratch of the surface lang eh. 'Di ba? So gusto mo yung ganyang role pero wala ka pang foundation doon sa sa skill set na yun. So talaga mahihirapan ka eh. So yung iba, kaya ako lagi ko sinasabi pag may nagtatanong sa akin, Kuya Jace, ano ba yung kailangan gawin para mapunta ko? Kasi iba nag-shift ng engineering to IT. Gusto nila. Sabi ko, ang lagi ko tinatanong, ano ba yung interest mo? Sabi ko, gusto ko cybersecurity. Okay. So bago ka mag-cybersecurity, kailangan meron kang foundation ng system administration. Siyempre, kailangan mo ng mga Linux, Windows, ganyan, shell scripting, PowerShell. Tapos kung gusto mo, siyempre, kailangan mo rin ng networking. Kailangan mo ng firewall, fundamentals, saka cloud. Then saka ka pupunta ng security. Para at least kumbaga yung progression mo pataas, hindi ka parang pupunta ka dun sa pinaka specialty na yun tapos hindi mo alam kung saan ka babagsak. Ang hirap nun. So kung ikaw hindi pa ganun ka skill yung yung niche mo dun, medyo mahihirapan ka talagang pumunta dun sa gusto mong career path in IT. So yun.
Thanks to our sponsors, Tutorials Dojo, Young CTO, Amazon Web Services User Group Philippines, Facebook subscribers. On to our next video topic.